So I wake up this morning and I hear a story that I missed from Women's Day. Apparently, the women's American soccer team, that's a mouthful, is demanding equal pay, that they're not paid as much as the male soccer team. Well, bitch, no, you actually have pay equality. See, athletes get paid based on fan support. So here's the thing. In America, nobody gives a fuck about soccer, okay? Nobody gives a fuck about men's soccer in America. We're the one country that we do not understand soccer, okay? I can't imagine why anybody would want to play or watch a sport where it's a bunch of men kicking a ball around a giant field for over 70 minutes that ends in a 0-0 tie. You couldn't pay me to watch that. But the rest of the world gives a great big shit about it. But that's a different thing. See, nobody really cares about the women's sport. And so the reason why the LeBron Jameses of the world, the Tiger Woods of the world, even the Ronda Rouseys of the world, the Conor McGregors, they make money based on their popularity and fan support, because the fans are actually who's paying your salary. They go to the stadium, they buy the fucking merchandise, they buy the fucking food, they pay for the fucking tickets, and they sit down and you watch your shit, buy your jersey, whatever, okay? And until people give a shit about women's sports, which they won't, because women don't give that much of a shit about sports, and the women who do give a shit about sports watch men's sports. So to the female soccer players of the world, either move to a country where they call soccer football and play there and try to make some money. I don't know anywhere else in the world gives a shit about women's soccer either. I don't know. Maybe you should try, because that's who's going to pay you more money. Otherwise, you should show up to a gym, learn how to box, and maybe one day, after years of getting paid for $20 a fight at the gym, maybe you could be the next Ronda Rousey and sign with the UFC. Or better, learn how to golf or play tennis. Otherwise, you need to fuck off. Thought, okay, you're not important. That's why you're not making as much money as the men. It's because nobody fucking cares about you. And you can't force people to care. Because I guarantee you, here's what's going to happen. If somehow, through completely ridiculously fascist means, you get whatever organization you play for to pay you as much as the men, they'll say, well, you don't generate that money, so I'd be operating your league at a loss. I'm actually not going to be paying you that much money, because it's either the organizers have to cut their salaries to pay yours, or they have to reduce the number of games or something. Basically, otherwise it's financially unfeasible. Basically what they do is it'd say, okay, if I legally had to pay a woman as much as a man, I won't run the women's league. And they'll shut down your league and they'll tell you to get the fuck out. And that's what they should do if you somehow succeed in your bullshit, ridiculous plan. So let me, in closing, remind you of something, Thought. You, even though you don't make that much money doing it, have the privilege, I repeat, the privilege of playing a game for money. You do something that children do for fun at a professional level as an adult. You do not produce anything. Your value is directly proportional to who gives a fuck about you. And nobody gives a fuck about women's soccer. I don't know any of your names. I never will know any of your names. And I don't have to know your names. It's not the law. It's not morally right for me to have to give a shit about you and give you and triple your pay so that you stop whining. How about you shut the fuck up and fuck off? Okay, happy Women's Day.